morning, dear children. How are you? I hope you all are stay safe at your homes. We are going through the most difficult situation in our life. The pandemic, COVID-19, changed our life a lot. But we should overcome all these situations. So we want to use whatever facilities we have to continue our studies. So let us start our lessons today onwards. We already completed our first lesson in history, Nationalism in Europe. In that lesson, we learned that how the people of Europe created a sense of collective identity and how they developed nation states. We already studied that. It was not an easy task. It was a continuous process creating a national identity. New songs they composed, new symbols and icons they developed, and they realized their unity through the struggles, different struggles. The same way, India also developed their own nationalism in different way. That is we are going to study or we are going to discuss in the next lesson, nationalism in India. Our next lesson is nationalism in India. In India, the growth of modern nationalism closely connected to the anti-colonial movement. They developed a national unity through their struggles against the colonialism. Okay, in India, people developed nationalism in their mind, or they created nationalism in their mind through the anti-colonial movement. We already know that India was under the control of the British people. So they struggled a lot to get the freedom. Through this process, they themselves developed a national feelings. They are same people, but their experiences were not the same. People of India experienced in different way. Their attitude towards the Europeans were different. The experiences of the Indians under the colonial rule were different. So their notions of freedom also were different. They experienced a different way. That's why, according to them, freedom is not the same. Not the same. Different social groups, business people, farmers, they experience different way. So they also felt that their freedom, they found their freedom in different way. Okay. So Congress, the party Congress which formed in 1885 under Mahatma Gandhi, Congress decided to forge the different social groups towards a national struggle for independence. Our first topic is the First World War, Khilafat and non-cooperation. Listen. The First World War, our first topic, the First World War, Khilafat and non-cooperation. The war created a huge problem in India. Okay, the political and economic situation of India changed. The huge expenditure of the war created problems. This expenditure met with the war loss. So it became a problem to the country. So gradually the taxes increased, customs duties increased. The common people troubled with the increasing prices of different things. The villagers were ordered to supply soldiers. Forced recruitment make anger among the people. Forced the recruitment. That means the villagers were compelled to join in the army because there is a huge need of soldiers in the war field. So the villagers forced to join in the army. This also make problems among the common people. During these years, crops failed in India. That means a crops failure happened in India. So it created acute shortage of food supply. Along with this food shortage, an epidemic influenza also spread in the country. Because of this food shortage and the epidemic influenza, perished a lot of people in India. People hoped that their hardships will end after the war, but it didn't happen. They hope that all these problems they can overcome after the war, but it didn't happen. During this situation, a new national leader emerged in India, and that was Mahatma Gandhi. When we hear about Gandhiji, we can't avoid the word Satyagraha. This closely related with the Gandhiji, Satyagraha. Gandhiji came back from South Africa. We already know that Gandhiji was a lawyer in South Africa. In 1915, Gandhiji came to India from South Africa. That year is very important. 1915. Gandhiji came back from South Africa. In South Africa, Gandhiji fought against the racist regime with a new method. That method he called Satyagraha. The idea of Satyagraha gave importance to truth. Okay, and the need to search the truth. Idea of Satyagraha gave importance to truth and the need to search the truth. And if our fight is against injustice, if our fight is against injustice, there is no need of physical force. Okay, if our reason is real, we no need any physical force. That is the idea of Satyagraha. Without being aggressive, a Satyagrahi could win the mind of the oppressor. Okay, without being aggressive, Satyagrahi could win the battle, and for that this Satyagrahi could appeal the mind of the oppressor. That is the idea of Satyagraha by Gandhiji. In India, Gandhiji decided to introduce Satyagraha in the national movement. To get the freedom of India, Gandhiji influenced the people through this method of Satyagraha. After arriving in India, Gandhiji introduced the 3 important Satyagraha in India. He travelled to Bihar. There, in Bihar, there is a place Champaran. There the farmers were struggling by the oppressive plantation systems. So Gandhiji went to Bihar or went to Champaran, and he introduced the Satyagraha method in Champaran. That is in 1916. The first Satyagraha is in Champaran. It is in Bihar. There, the peasants were struggled by the oppressive system of the plantation. Okay, so Gandhiji introduced the first satyagraha in Champaran in 1916. Okay, in 1970, Gandhiji's next satyagraha he introduced in Gheda district of Gujarat. It was in 1970. First satyagraha was in Champaran in 1916, and the next was in 1917. It was in Gheda district of Gujarat. It was in Gujarat. The first was in 1916. It was in Champaran, and second was in Gheda district of Gujarat. Okay. In 1917, Gandhiji went to Gheda district in Gujarat. There, the peasants were affected by a crop failure, and at the same time, there also happened an epidemic plague. So the peasants couldn't pay their revenue, and they demanded the revenue relaxation. So, to solve their problem, Gandhiji introduced a satyagraha movement in Gheda, and first one in Champaran and second in Gheda district of Gujarat for to relax the taxes. Okay. Another satyagraha Gandhiji introduced in India was in 1918. It was among the mill workers of Ahmedabad. What was it? It was in Ahmedabad. Cotton mill workers. Ahmedabad cotton mill workers. Among the cotton mill workers, Gandhiji introduced a satyagraha in 1918. These are the three important satyagrahas Gandhiji conducted in India. First one is in 1916, Champaran, Bihar, with the peasants of Champaran, and second is the 1917 in Gheda district of Gujarat, that also with the peasants, and in 1918 with Ahmedabad cotton mill workers. So these are the three important satyagrahas conducted by Gandhiji after arriving from South Africa. So let's wind up today's class. Read the textbook carefully 2-3 times, and if you have any doubts, call me personally. I will clear your doubts through my WhatsApp. Okay.